This is a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Oh, you got deep?
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Okay, double up.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
54, Mike 54. I'm trying to collect.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Time to go. Night, night.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Baby! Yellow! Let's go on, 80!
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 26 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
You don't want none.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass.
Now here's Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
That play is just another example of how the corner has evolved in the NFL. You don't necessarily have to have a really tall guy. What you're looking for is length, right? You look for that arm span, able to get a hand in late in the play and affect it.
And the height, it makes it harder to complete deep balls like the one we just saw. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Shift.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike, 54.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Mahomes to throw once more. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Williams will try again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
That's what I'm talking about.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Niners take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike, here we
The
go, here we go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Alert. Say hi.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 6.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally, wrestled down at the 11.
Let's go,
A
baby.
big
Let's
play
go.
there for the Niners. 51 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath.
Squeeze, double, double.
Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Check.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check. 53's Mike. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Come on, boy.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Don't be scared.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Big stop, let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Gain of 10. First down, Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's go.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Push him back. Push him back.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Let's go. Come talking now, what?
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. And they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line.